Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome to the program Aspirasiku 40 Hari Menuju Kegemilangan organised by PPD Kinta Selatan, and our focus for today will be our English paper 1119/2 Writing SPM. My name is Puan Aziza binti Ahmad. I am from SMK Trono. Okay students, I'm really happy that you are here and I hope you can learn something from our program today. All right, students, I'm sure by this time you are feeling very stressful and very nervous knowing that your SPM is going to be just around the corner. No. It's not around the corner, it is just behind the door. Okay, I'm sure you are feeling very, very nervous at this point. Okay, as to what you are going to expect for your writing paper in your English test later on. Okay, so today the focus of our program will be to prepare you all, okay, in order to assist you in your preparation as to help you so that you can excel in your English paper or even at least to pass your English paper later on. Okay, so because of that, before you start anything, there are a few things that you should know and understanding in order to prepare yourself for your writing paper. Okay, student. Now, the first thing that you should know in order to prepare yourself for your writing paper, okay, is the format of the paper itself. Okay. Now, please be aware that this is Kertas 2 1119/2 for ujian penulisan writing SPM. Okay. Now, the whole writing paper will take about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Ya, 1 jam 30 minit. It consists of 3 parts. Okay. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Okay. In Part 1, okay, this is merely recalling what your teacher, I think your teacher has already, reminded you so many times before. Okay, so in Part 1, you are going to have one question for short communicative message which carries 20 marks. Then in Part 2, you are going to have a guided essay which also will give you 20 marks. And then in Part 3, you are going to have an extended essay for also 20 marks. So all these parts, they are compulsory. Semua mesti jawab. And the total of marks will be 60 marks. Okay? But remember, 25% of the total score, okay, is for your English paper. That will determine whether you are going to pass, okay, or you are going to get a credit or a distinction for your English paper later on. Okay, so now I will proceed with the questions in Part 1. Okay, now Part 1, you are going to have a short communicative message, okay, whereby you have to write about 80 words, okay, in the form of an email. Okay, here you are supposed to respond to simple requests, making suggestions, and to explain about things. Okay, now this is a sample question for Part 1. Okay, so here, okay, in this question, you received an email from your friend Eric who has just enrolled at your school. So Eric is writing an email to you. So later on when you reply the email, it should be to Eric lah. Okay, to Eric. All right. So hi, tomorrow is a public holiday. Shall we go to the beach with our classmates? Can you suggest a beach we could go to and what we could do there? Also, what should we bring? Hope you reply my message soon. Bye. Okay? Okay. So for this, all right. So we will proceed to the question for Part 2. Okay, just now will be the question for Part 1. So now is Part 2. So in Part 2, you are going to receive a question under guided writing. Okay, so when it says guided writing, meaning you will be getting some points as a guide for you to write the whole essay. Okay, now the length of the essay will be about 125 to 150 words. Okay, this is longer than the first email. Okay, in this question, we are expecting you to explain, to do some kind of explanation whereby you have to write about giving advantages, disadvantages, agree or disagree, making plans, arrangements, giving opinions and feelings, okay? So here, okay, you are expected to organize your essay, okay, sequence it, and develop the ideas into several paragraphs. Okay, so this is part 2. All right, now this is a sample question for part 2. Okay, so here the question asks you, okay, there will be the instruction there. Your class has been talking about co-curricular activities, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about the co-curricular activity that you are taking part in. Now, even though you don't understand what is co-curricular activities, okay, I am sure some of the words in the question can give you the clues as to what you are supposed to write. Okay, and for example, okay, your teacher, okay, activity, okay, and then in the guidance, in your essay you should write about what your co-curricular activity is, and then the reasons for your choice, and the third one will be when do you usually do the co-curricular activities. Okay, all right, then you write your essay. So this is a sample question for part 2. All right. Then in part 3, you are going to have to write an extended essay. Okay, extended essay, nama lagi dah extended, so you are supposed to write something which is longer lah. Okay, so it should be consisting about 200 to 250 words. Okay, so in this part, you are given 3 tasks or topics out of the 4 types of essays given in your syllabus. So in your syllabus, from 4 until Form 5, you will be learning 4 types of essay. They are the article, the report, the review, and a story. Okay, so for your SPM, only 3 out of these 4 will come out, whereby you have to choose only one. Jangan tulis 3-3 ya, pilih satu sahaja. So here you have to do explanation on, giving advantages, disadvantages, ideas, plans, arrangements, agree or disagree. Again, okay, in this essay, you have to organize your essay, sequence it, and develop the ideas into several paragraphs. Okay, I'll explain what are the paragraphs later on. All right? Okay, so now this is the sample question for part 3. For review, okay? All right, so this is a review. So here, the question is on reviewing a movie. Okay, reviewing a movie. All right, so maybe questions will come out on reviewing a restaurant, okay, a book review, and so on. All right, now this is a sample for article, okay, article. So here you are supposed to write an article about your school canteen, okay, and then the questions given, okay, the guidelines given will be, okay, the types of food you would like to be served, and then the special facilities that your canteen should have, and then how you can improve your canteen. Okay, so if you notice, all this requires a lot of your opinions. Okay. All right, so sample question for part 3, the story. Okay, so here, okay, question given for you to write about a dream comes true. Okay, the guidance given, they are quite simple, all right. So it's you should be describing your dream, okay, and then describe how the dream is achieved. All right, okay. So it's quite, how should I say, it's quite open. You are given very simple guidelines, so you have to develop the essay yourself. That's why this is put under the story, okay? All right, so we have 3 samples of extended essay, okay? There's one more report. Like I said, only 3 will come out. So any 3 out of the 4 types of essay, so you choose only one. So it depends lah for your year, which 3 will come out. Okay, so better choose wisely. So which essay you would like to write for part 3. Okay, now the most important thing to remember is, okay, now for questions in part 1, part 2 and part 3, they are all compulsory in your writing paper. Okay, semua mesti dijawab. Semua sekali ada 3 esei wajib dijawab. Okay, jangan tak jawab salah satu, because if you did not answer, you submit empty papers for any one question, there is a high possibility that you cannot make it for your writing paper. Okay, and it can jeopardize your whole score for your English paper. So jawablah ya, sebab kamu kena ingat, kalau kamu tak jawab, tak ada benda yang akan ditanda oleh pemeriksa. Okay, so in part 1 is the shortest question, the shortest essay yang kamu perlu tulis, but it gives you the most marks, markah yang tinggi. Okay, then in part 3, you choose the question, only one question in part 3 very wisely. Pilih dengan betul ya. Choose a question that you can develop well. Yang terbaik yang kamu boleh elaborate, yang kamu boleh huraikan. Alright? Now always draft or scribble a map or a plan of the points you want to write. Jangan terus tulis. Okay, sekurang-kurangnya do a kind of plan, okay, before you write. Spend about 5 minutes so that you know what to write. Kalau terus tulis, later on, okay, maybe you get stuck halfway. Okay, and then tak tahu nak develop macam mana dah. At least if you plan what you want to write and you brainstorm, dah siap-siap what are the points that you want to write, okay, so you can move on and complete the essay very smoothly. Okay. Now, all answers or your essays are to be written in the question paper. Okay, sekarang ni dah tak ada test pad ya. So there should be enough space. So if you want to scribble anything, so scribble carefully. Okay, so tak adalah lagi kertas-kertas tambahan, unless if you halfway through you feel that you make a mistake and you want to change, and then memang betul kalau tak ada tak cukup ruang, then you may put up your hand and maybe you can ask the pengawas bertugas lah. Okay. Now, ingat ya, most importantly, write, tulis. If you don't write, examiners cannot give you any mark. Alright? So please write. Okay. So please write. What to write? Kan? Apa yang kita nak tulis? Okay, saya faham dilema ini untuk pelajar yang mungkin kurang berkemampuan untuk bahasa Inggeris. So that's why we are having this kind of workshop for you, okay? So that you know something and you are able to write at least just to answer all the questions given in the essay. Okay. Now let's see the slide. Yeah. Okay, what to write? Now we go one by one. Okay, so first will be the question in part 1. There is a simple formula which I have construct for you. It's kind of easy for you to remember. Okay, now HI3PC. HI3PC. Ingat ya, this is only for part 1 for your email. Hi, greeting. Hi. Tak payah panjang-panjang. Hi. Hi Adam. Hi Azizah. Hi Rosli. Okay, hi. I. Intro. Introduction. Then 3P will be point 1, point 2, and point 3. Where do you get all the 3 points? You have to answer the questions given in the email. Okay. Then C will be the closing. A simple, short, and sweet closing. Ingat ya. HI3PC. Okay, this is an example. You may refer back to the sample questions in part 1 which I have shared just now. Okay, H, hi. Simple ya. Hi Eric. Cukup. Hi Eric. I, introduction. Okay, so saya karangkan di sini 3 contoh yang Sangat senang, sangat simple, which you may follow and you may memorize. Hafal. Hi Eric, I hope you are fine. Happy to hear from you. Hi Eric, thank you for your email. Dah. Okay, kalau susah sangat nak ingat banyak-banyak, ingat yang simple ni sahaja. Salah satu cukup. Hi Eric, I hope you are fine. Hi Eric, thank you for your email. Then we go to point 1. Okay, point 1. The question, suggest a beach where we should go to. Okay, alright. So here, kita mulakan dengan ayat yang mudah, yang simple. Firstly, sebab you nak mulakan. Firstly, in my opinion. Firstly, I think we can go to Teluk Batik. Dah, you have answered question 1. So this is point 1. Point 2, what we could do there. Okay. Secondly, we can do activities like swimming, playing, banana boat, and take photos. Ini standard. Okay, even if you don't go to the beach, katalah you pergi holiday ke, okay, or you go travel, okay, you can use these points. Okay, we can do activities like, okay, visiting, taking photos, shopping. Standard. Even if like this, we can go to Teluk Batik. You can also say, secondly, we can do activities like shopping. Boleh shopping kan kat Teluk Batik? Shopping, okay, taking photos and visiting. Alright? Because it is in Teluk Batik, sebab tu saya tambah swimming, sebab Teluk Batik. Okay, we can swimming, we can play banana boat, okay, and take photo. Siap. Point number 2. Then we go to point number 3. What should we bring? Okay, what should we bring? You can use either thirdly, lastly, ataupun you sambung. Okay, you say, therefore, we should bring things. We should bring things, for example, we should bring things like, we should bring things such as a mat, tika, mat, food, camera, and some money. This is standard. Okay, you pergi holiday mana pun, okay, food tak payahlah. Okay, you can bring camera, of course money, and of course clothes, pakaian. Okay, you travel mana-mana pun, money, camera, clothes. Okay, boleh guna yang itu. But here, because you are going for a picnic at Teluk Batik, okay, so I suggest you write mat, food, camera, and some money. Siap. Your third point, you have answered the third question. Closing, okay, I hope you agree. I hope you will like my idea. Because you kena ingat, this is an email. Email sahaja. It shouldn't be very lengthy, okay? Okay, it should be, and then this is an email for your friend, okay? It should be very friendly, okay? Alright. Okay, then to make up your email, you may add some simple and easy details like, tambahlah, okay, Teluk Batik is very beautiful, there are many people, we can sit on the beach, we can play on the beach, okay, we can have fun there. Okay, make up, tambah sikit ayat ni. Okay, alright. So when you make up, those are very simple sentences which I think you can manage. Okay. Ingat je kalau dalam BM pun lebih kurang ayat yang sama juga. Okay, so memorize this. In my opinion, I think, my idea is, tapi yang paling popular tu in my opinion ataupun I think. Okay, because you are giving ideas to your friend. Okay, when you want to list your examples, for example, okay, you can use such as, you can use like. Okay, very easy. Ingat yang 3 ni. Okay, then you want to continue, you may use so, blah 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 blah, ataupun therefore, blah 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 blah, ataupun lastly, blah 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 blah. Okay, so tak payah ingat yang susah-susah sangat. Alright, Kalau kita rasa kita tak mampu, you just remember this one. But this has to be used in your email. Gunalah, okay, these cohesive devices and these connectors in your email. Alright? Okay. Okay. Tulis. Then we move to part 2. Cikgu nak tulis apa? Part 2, the question is getting more challenging. Okay? It's more challenging. Tapi, kena tulis jugalah. No point. If you want to pass, if you want to get a credit, mesti kena tulis. Cuba tulis. Saya selalu percaya bahawa kalau kita nak berjaya, kita mesti berusaha. Okay? So part 2. Try your best to write at least by answering all the questions in the task. Try your best to write at least by answering all the questions in the task. Okay, my simple formula. Kalau tadi in part 1, you have HI3PC. So sekarang untuk part 2, you ada IPAC-C. IPAC-C. I, introduction. P, point. E, explain. X, example. C, closing ataupun conclusion. Okay? Bunyi macam formula macam canggih aja, tapi nak tulis apa cikgu? Okay. Okay, now I will explain apa benda semua tu. Okay, you may refer to the sample for questions in part 2 tadi ya. Okay. So I, intro. Okay, for introduction, you repeat back the statement but you change the pronoun. Okay, kalau susah sangat nak ingat, okay, susah sangat nak bentukkan ayat, okay, you may follow this trick. Okay, kita boleh ingatlah, ni senang aja ya. Repeat back the statement but change the pronoun in the instruction. For example, okay, our class has been talking about co-curricular activities. Our teacher has asked us to write an essay about the co-curricular activities that we are taking part in. Okay, ini with relevance to the question untuk part 2 tadi ya. So saya ambil sahaja semula ayat daripada instruction tu. Kalau dah keputusan idea nak tulis macam mana, gunalah macam ni. Okay, salin balik all the instructions and then you change the pronoun. Tukarkan kata ganti nama. Okay. That will be for your introduction. P1. Okay. I, P, E, X, C. IPAX 3. So P. Point 1. Okay. So if you look at the sample questions in part 2, the first one will ask you to say what your co-curricular activity is. Okay. Draft lah sikit. Okay. Buat map ke, plan ke, you know. So say what your co-curricular activity is. Okay, what is your society? What is your sports unit? What is your uniform unit? Okay. E, explain. Okay, explain lah. Okay, we must join 3 activities. Then you give examples. Bagi examples. For example, we have Bahasa Melayu at society. For example, I joined the football club. I joined the police cadet. Okay, example. So for each, you give example. I, P, E. X, examples. Okay, then P2, point number 2. Reasons for your choice. Reasons for your choice. So let's say you choose Bahasa Melayu for your society. Because Bahasa Melayu is our national language. Because my favorite sportsman is Cristiano Ronaldo. Because I am interested to become a policeman. Okay. Then you go to P3, your point 3. Okay. When do you usually do co-curricular activity? Okay. Bila? After school, on Saturday, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay. During weekends. So when? When? Answer to the question of time lah. Okay. Bila. And then C, closing. Okay. Closing. Just write a simple closing. So these are the important activities in school. All students must join. Okay? So I, introduction, P, the point 1, point 2, point 3. Make sure you answer the 3 guidelines or the 3 questions given in the task. And then you do some explanation. You give examples, I, P, E, X, and then C, you close your essay. Okay? Alright, students. Okay, now I have drafted for you. Contoh ya, these are examples. Okay. Introduction. Our class has been talking about co-curricular activities. Our teacher has asked us to write an essay about the co-curricular activities that we are taking part in. Selesai. Introduction, settle. Then you go to point 1, your P. Ya. Firstly, nampak tak? I have added in the cohesive devices. So you make up your sentence. Ayatnya mudah, simple. And then the cohesive devices pun kita pakai yang simple. Okay? If you are able to remember a better cohesive devices, why not? Teruskan. Okay? Teruskan. Kalau boleh menulis, tak ada masalah. Teruskan. Okay? Tapi mungkin ada orang yang agak lemah. So now, you just remember something which is, macam yang termampu lah. Okay. Alright, so firstly, there are 3 types of co-curricular activity. We have the clubs, the sports, and the uniform units. Then you explain. So, all students must join 3 activities. Then you give example. For example, I choose Bahasa Melayu Club, the football club, and police cadet. Okay. Then you go to point number 2, the second question. Secondly, there are some reasons why I choose the activities. Okay. Then you explain. Point 2, explain. To start, Bahasa Melayu is our national language. Next, my favorite sportsman is Cristiano Ronaldo. Then, I choose police cadet because I want to become a policeman. Okay? Alright. So you dah achieve point number 1, point number 2. You have achieved the explanation. You have also given the examples. Okay. Okay, now you go to point 3. Lastly, we always do the activities after school. Kan tadi soalan dia kata when kan? When you do the activities. So lastly, we always do the activities after school. Sometimes you also do it on Saturday. Explain. Because it is an extra activity. We cannot disturb our study. Ayat pendek je. Okay? Habis P. C. Closing. In conclusion, students must join co-curricular activities. It is very important to them. Okay? Habis. Siap. So make up your essay. Make up sikit. Okay? Try to add some small and easy details. Okay? For example, we do activities like debate and public speaking. Okay? Singing ke. Okay, we do activities like apa lagi? What activities yang you selalu buat dekat sekolah for your co-curricular activities? Okay, debate, public speaking, singing, games, treasure hunt. Okay, we build confidence. We play with our friends. We play at the school field. We learn how to march. Ni kalau police cadet, we learn how to march. We learn about discipline. Ayat mudah, ayat pendek. Okay, so you add into your essay these small and easy details. Alright, so it will add to the number of words. Tak adalah kamu hantar essay tu macam, straight to the point, macam tu saja. Make up lah sikit. Tak perlu susah-susah, tak perlu panjang-panjang, ayat yang pendek-pendek sahaja. Alright? Okay. Now we go to part 3. Again, tulis. Nak tulis apa, cikgu? Okay, part 3. Part 3 will be the most challenging part. yang paling panjang, essay yang paling panjang that you have to write. Okay. So, you are given 3 choices. Okay, you have to choose which question you want to write. So, my advice is choose wisely. Okay, when you have chosen which question you want to write, make notes, make plans, brainstorm before you write. Draft lah sikit. Okay, contoh, tariklah buat, garis-garis, apa yang ada dalam minda kamu, transform, tulis atas kertas. Perkataan ke, sentences ke, sebelum terlupa, tulis cepat-cepat. Brainstorm, sumbang saran. Sebab tu kena brainstorm. Sebab nanti, if you don't brainstorm, if you don't plan or you make notes, you write straight away, nanti point yang kamu ingat mula-mula, halfway through, dah terlupa. Okay, so when you make notes, it can help you to choose. Okay, to choose and to make your decision. Ada setengah orang, dia pilih tajuk dulu, lepas tu baru dia brainstorm. Pilih satu je, dia brainstorm terus. Ada orang, 2 tajuk ni sesuai, boleh buat. So, tak tahu nak pilih yang mana satu. Buat dulu, brainstorm, buat dulu mind map ke apa ke, then you tengok which has the most points. Yang mana yang you can explain, you can describe the best. Okay, pilihlah yang itu. Okay, then again, remember your IPEX 3, IPEX-C. Okay, introduction, your point 1, point 2, point 3. And then inside there you have to do explain, give examples. Okay, and then you do a very short and nice closing. Okay, IPEX 3, introduction, point, explain, example, and conclusion ataupun closing. Okay. Alright, so now we are going to discuss one question. I can only do one. Okay, so you may refer to the sample task in, the sample question in task 3, which I have shared earlier. Okay, alright. So introduction. Okay, here you have to answer the question. Okay, alright. I have chosen the question on making a movie review. Sorry, lupa nak cakap tadi. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the questions on the movie review. Review lah ya. Okay, so intro, you answer the question, have you watched any interesting movie lately? Then you go to P. P1, send us your movie review. Then P2, say what you enjoyed about the movie. Okay, tariklah jari sikit, what you enjoyed. Is it the song? Is it the dance? Is it the setting? Okay, apa yang kamu suka about the movie? Then your P3, point number 3. Why you want to recommend the movie to your friend? Okay, imagine lah, kalau kamu tengok cerita yang menarik, okay, why you want your friends to, join watching the same movie? Alright? Okay, so say why. Movie tu, is it interesting? Is it motivating? Okay, is it action-packed? Okay, is it the actors or the actress? Okay, so give reasons why you want to recommend the movie to your friend. Okay, so here I put interesting, motivating, action-packed. Okay, one very general point is interesting. Yang ini kamu boleh pakai je. Okay, because the movie is very interesting. If you do review on, katalah, a review on restaurant, okay, ataupun theme park contohnya, why you want to recommend the place to other people? Sebut je because it's very interesting. Motivating tak boleh lah because it is a place. So, okay, so interesting tu boleh guna. Alright, and then E, explain. Explain the song, the setting. Why is it interesting? Explain lah. You have to do some explanation. Okay, and then give example. Bagi contoh. Okay, examples of song. Kalau tahu tajuk lagu tu apa benda, you give the examples of the songs. The actors, siapa. Okay, and then the setting. Okay, give examples. And then finally you write a short closing. Okay, So here I have drafted for this essay, ini sebagai contoh. Okay, I really hope that this can bring some ideas in your mind, okay, dan boleh membimbing kamu ataupun memberi sedikit keyakinan, okay, supaya kamu nampak sebenarnya boleh menulis ni dengan cara yang, simple pun boleh tulis. Okay, so introduction. Last week, I watched a very interesting movie. The title is The Meg. Okay, so you want to tell your friends, mesti bagi tahulah apa tajuk movie tu. Is it Mission Impossible ke? Is it Aquaman ke? Is it The Meg ke? Ataupun is it apa-apa je lah. Okay, alright. So P1 point. Firstly, tengok teacher dah guna the cohesive devices, the connectors. Firstly, the movie is about a very big shark. Okay, you give the review of the movie. Tak payahlah panjang-panjang sangat. 4 ayat pun, 5 ayat pun dah okay. The movie is about a very big shark. Okay, the name of the shark is Megalodon. It attacked a science laboratory under the sea. Then, it also attacked other swimmers. The shark was very clever and very hard to destroy or kill. Finally, it was killed by an expert using a bomb. That will be the review. Very short. Tak payahlah detail sangat. Nanti lagi banyak panjang ayat tu, okay? Lagi susah, lagi complicated, and you will have less time to do the other reviews. Okay? Alright. So we go to point number 2. Okay, why you enjoy the movie? Secondly, I enjoyed the setting of the movie. Okay? Ini sebab saya suka tengok cerita ni. I enjoyed the setting of the movie. Explain. Okay? Lepas P, E. Explain. Because the movie has beautiful pictures of the sea, of the underwater world. Okay, of the sea world. Then you go to X. Give examples. Apa yang kamu nampak underwater? What can you always see in the sea world? Okay, there are colorful fishes, there are corals, there are plants. So for example, there are colorful fishes, corals and plants. Tak nak guna for example, you can say such as, you can say like, colorful fishes, corals and plants. Give examples. Alright, point 3. Okay, thirdly, teacher dah guna firstly, secondly, thirdly. I want to recommend this movie to my friend. Tadi teacher dah guna this is because. This is because. Now, you terus sambung because. Thirdly, I want to recommend this movie to my friends because. E, explain. The story is very interesting. The story is motivating. We can learn about a new job to work or study about the fish in the ocean. You explain lah kenapa you kata it's interesting. It's interesting because you learn about a new job. It's interesting because there are beautiful pictures of the sea world. Okay, there are beautiful pictures about the underwater world. Then give example. Example, apa example kita nak masuk kat sini? You talk about is very interesting. You talk about kenapa dia interesting? Because we can learn about a new job. Okay, about the sea and about the fish. So for example, we can become a scientist, we can become a diver, we can become a photographer, okay? And bagilah scientist ke, diver ke, photographer ke, swimmer ke, okay? Then you write a short closing. In conclusion, so here another cohesive devices. I like the movie very much. I hope you will watch it. Simple je, 2 ayat pendek. Okay, I think you can manage this. Saya rasa pelajar yang agak lemah pun mesti boleh, tulis conclusion macam ni. Mula in conclusion, habis cerita. Tak payah nak pakai yang canggih-canggih. Okay? In conclusion, I like the movie very much. I hope you will like it too. Habis. Okay? So I, introduction. P, your point. Point 1, 2, 3. E, you do explanation. Explain dalam bentuk yang simple. And then X, example. So, explain example. Okay? Give example. Bagi contoh. Okay? Bagilah 3 ke 4 ke contoh. Bagi contoh. Okay? Then you close your essay. Alright? Alright? So, bila dah tulis, dah draft, make up. Make up, macam kita make up muka kita. Okay? Kita letak lipstick, kita letak blusher, kita pakai powder. Okay? Make up. Okay? Add some small and easy details. Small and easy details. If you can write, no problem. Teruskan. Boleh je tulis. Okay? Alright, I'm concerned with those people yang macam agak sukar nak tulis. That's why I put here as some small and easy details. So di mana ruang yang kita boleh macam kembangkan idea tu sikit, elaborate ataupun put more description. Okay? The shark was so huge. The shark was so big. Okay? The shark was like a giant, contohnya. It has white, sharp teeth. Okay? It has sharp teeth. Okay? The shark was very fierce and very strong. And then underwater, you have crabs. There are crabs. There are octopus. Tambahlah example tu. Tadi apa? You can see beautiful fishes. You can see plants. You can see corals. Okay. There are also crabs and octopus. And then tambah sikit lagi. The sea was very peaceful. The sea is very beautiful. Okay. The sea is very colorful. The sea is very quiet. Okay. Those are very, easy details which you can help, you can add into your essay, you make up. Tambah sikit-sikit. That will add to the number of words and the length of your essay. Alright? Now in your essay, don't forget, jangan lupa ya, use your cohesive devices. Use your cohesive devices. Apa itu cohesive devices? Okay? You use the cohesive devices to connect the ideas between different parts of a piece of writing of your essay. Okay? Now these devices, dia akan link your idea so that your essay will flow smoothly. Okay, teacher bagi contoh ya. For example here, I went to a party. There were so many people, I don't know. I decided to stay. I had a good time. I made some friends. Okay? Now you add in the cohesive devices. I went to a party. Although there were so many people I don't know, I decided to stay. I had a good time because I made some friends. Dia bunyi lebih cantik, lebih padat, okay? And the flow is nicer. So using the connectors, the sentences make logical connection. Okay? Dia taklah macam terpotong-terpotong. Okay? Connectors tu connect, dah namanya connectors, disambungkan dengan sempurna. Okay, that's why you have to use the cohesive devices. Okay? Alright. Now, I have listed here some cohesive devices which is very common and I think it's quite manageable for you to use. Okay? Boleh hafal yang ini ya. However, therefore, in addition, the most common one, also, but, and, because, first of all, tadi teacher pakai apa? Firstly, secondly, thirdly, lastly. Okay? Furthermore, and then you have apa tu? Besides that, other than that, then, next. Okay, I'm sure your teachers have taught you, okay, a lot of cohesive devices before. We are almost at the end of our workshop today. Okay. Now, for further guidance, you may also refer to your textbook, the English Download Form 5. If you refer to this book, you go to the back page. The back pages, di belah belakang tu ya. There are more examples of useful expressions ada, dalam buku tu ada banyak. And then you have a lot of vocabularies that you can use. And then if you look at page 180 to 186 of your download, okay, the writing bank, there you may find more examples of articles, review, report and your story. So boleh rujuk pada buku teks. The download is very good ya. Buku download tu is very good. So kalau kamu nak tidur malam tu before your English paper, you dah prepared everything, sambil berangan-angan tu, buka download tu, okay, just flip, okay, and refresh your mind looking at the vocabs, look at the expressions, useful expressions yang guna untuk comparison ke, ada kan dalam buku tu, semua ada. I think your teacher pun dah go through with all these things. Okay, so buka buku download. Alright, so we have reached the end of our writing test. Okay, I really hope that you have learned something from our workshop today. Okay, what I am doing now is merely sharing with you some of the tips which I feel and I really hope that can help you, okay, to at least get a credit, okay, ataupun at least you pass your English paper in your SPM. Alright, so with that I wish you all the best for your English paper later on. Jangan putus asa, okay, cubalah bersungguh-sungguh kerana orang tua kata kalau tidak dipecahkan ruyung manakan dapat sagunya. Okay, kalau tidak berusaha, manakan dapat kejayaannya. So kalau nak berjaya, mesti kena berusaha. Jangan hantar kertas kosong. Cubalah tulis sebaik yang mungkin, semampu yang mungkin. Okay, so all the best in your SPM. Okay, I wish you, okay, you can get the best result that you want. Okay, so sekian dari saya, Puan Aziza binti Ahmad. Sehingga berjumpa lagi. Terima kasih.